Hello everybody, my name is Zach, aka the Weather Gamer, bringing you week 2 of the LMC Little Monster Cup Team Builder. We're building against Griffin Feathers and the Lower Saxony Slurpuffs. As you guys know, Griffin is a great friend of mine. This whole league is just full of friends. Again, I'm not taking the league serious. I'm not taking it serious from a standpoint of I have to win or I'm not going to be happy type of thing, or like I have to make playoffs to prove myself. No, this is a fun league with friends. I'm not too worried about if I get blown back completely. Okay, then I got blown back, so what? It's playing Pokemon with friends. It's having friendly battles with friends, so it doesn't really bother me that much. Again, really glad I get to play Griffin. The only other league that he and I have ever been in together, I didn't get a chance to play him. So I'm really looking forward to it. And Griffin is my amazing artist. Definitely check him out. His stuff will be his Twitter will be in the link down below. Go give him a follow. Go check him out. His artwork is just amazing. And he and I are currently working on a project that will be up and talked about here shortly. Just waiting on him to finish his amazing work. I'm not going to rush him because I know he's got his own stuff to deal with, and yeah, just not going to rush. So we've got week 2 LMC team breakdown, team builder, not team breakdown. So Griffin and the Slurpuffs have a very interesting team. They sniped my Vulpix out from underneath me. I wanted a Alolan Vulpix, they took a Alolan Vulpix. So he has a Alolan Vulpix, Minccino, Litten, Chikorita, Starly. I'm looking at the list over on the side screen, sorry about that. Alolan Vulpix, Minccino, Litten, Chikorita, Starly, Mareep, Froakie, Aron, Deerling, and Chingling. So very, very interesting mons, very scary mons in the fact that Alolan Ninetales gets the ability to set, or Alolan Vulpix is like Alolan Ninetales, it sets the hail. It's not quad weak to steel types, and it can set up Aurora Veil itself. And Aurora Veil just makes it so much harder to break through the team. Minccino with Skill Link King's Rock can just hack away at my team, literally hack my team. Just King's Rock tail slaps to flinch axe me, or whatever it wants to do. Litten can drop Intimidates. Starly with a Choice Band can be scary. Mareep can set up Cotton Guards and be extremely defensive. Aron with the ability of Sturdy plus a Berry Juice allows it to basically live 2 hits and it'd take 3 hits to kill it, basically. Deerling is just a physical powerhouse, and Deerling gets the ability Chlorophyll, so it can abuse Ninetales' Vulpix's Sun and Drought. And then Froakie gets a boost to all of its moves because it has the ability Protein. So, as you can see, just looking at the screen right now, you can see the 6 I'm bringing. As always, but I'll go ahead and cover them here real quick. So we're bringing Thunder Down Under, the Electrike, with Expert Belt and Static. Mareep is really the only type of mon that I think would drop electric type moves, and so I didn't really see a need for Lightning Rod. Plus my team in general is not very electric weak, so Lightning Rod wasn't really needed. If he makes contact and gets a para and slows his team down, that'd be great. Rocking Thunderbolt, Flamethrower, Quick Attack, Hidden Power, Ground. The Thunderbolt is to deal with Froakie directly, but also it just hits really hard, being that it's stab. Flamethrower to deal with the Deerling that may potentially switch in to deal with the Chikorita if it's forced in, and to deal with the Alolan Alolan Ninetales. Alolan Vulpix. Quick Attack is there to potentially... sorry about that, my dogs are barking. Quick Attack is there to deal with, like, if I chip things down to the point where I can get off a... where a Quick Attack can just clean up. Having that Quick Attack is really clutch in this case because, like, say I pop Aaron down to Sturdy a second time, then I can Quick Attack to get damage against it, and not let it get me back. For some reason, if it was Scarfed or whatever, or Quick Attack will let me get ahead of Scarfers and at least chip damage before I have to get out of there. And then HP Ground, the direct checks to Electrike on Griffin's team really are going to be Aaron, Mareep, and yeah, Aaron and Mareep are basically the two Mons that are going to stop Electrike, just because the electric hits will be neutral on Mareep, and Aaron with its Sturdy, and then it can Earthquake me and kill me. So I gave it HP Ground to try and hit those two on the switch-ins, at least get some chip damage before I'm forced to switch out. Went with the Mild Nature to boost our special attack, 240 special attack, so basically max special attack, max speed, and then just the rest into bulk. The base 16 speed will let me outspeed. Basically, I'll be able to outspeed the Chikorita. I'll be a speed tie with the Starly. If it's max speed, I'll outspeed Mareep. Otherwise, his team is actually relatively fast compared to mine, which, again, I need to work on the speeds of my team because Weasel basically came in and wrecked shop last week. We've got Balam, our Scraggy, carrying the Eviolite and Moxie. That way, if I get a kill with it, then I get the +1 attack and just keep boosting attack higher and higher and higher. Running Dragon Dance, Brick Break, Crunch, and Thunder Punch. The D-Dance is so I can get speed up above everything except for Scarfers. And then I start clicking and getting Moxie boosts for the attack. Brick Break is to break those screens. If Alolan Vulpix happens to set up the screens, then I Brick Break and bust those screens and do major damage to whatever's sitting behind them. Brick Break also hits the Mincino incredibly hard. Brick Break should put Aaron down to Sturdy. It'll hit the Deerling very hard. Crunch to get the Chimecho to just have Stab Dark to do a lot of damage if I get a D-Dance up. And then Thunder Punch for the Starly, because the Starly is probably going to be the direct counter to the Scraggy, so similar to with the Thunder Down Under carrying HP Ground. If I have Scraggy out there and I know the Tailo switches or the Starly switch is coming, I Thunder Punch and then I get out of there. If I have a D-Dance up, 2 Thunder Punches kills. If for some reason it's a bulky Starly, I believe 1 Thunder Punch kills Starly anyways. And Thunder Punch deals with the Froakie if the Froakie wants to come in and try to set up hazards or something against Scraggy. I don't know why, but Froakie could come in if it wanted to. We got Vulpix, the Firefox, with the Absorb Bulb. So, little strange, I put the Absorb Bulb on. Oh, I forgot with Balam here. Running the Adamant Nature, max speed, basically max special attack. And then a little bit in the Spadef and a little bit in the HP, just because the Eviolite boosts me so much. Okay, back to Firefox. So we got the Absorb Bulb and Drought. Obviously I want Drought so I can counter Alolan Vulpix's Hail. That way it can't get the screens up. The Drought also lets me fire off really powerful, like Fire Blast. But the Absorb Bulb, so the direct counter to this thing is going to be the Froakie. And so if, with the sun up, Froakie cannot OHKO me except with like Hydro Pump, which I seriously doubt it would carry. And unless I screwed up my calcs, which, you know, is pretty normal for me, to screw up calcs. But the Absorb Bulb will hit me. I'll get a +1 special attack boost, and then I fire off a very, very powerful special attack move back. Carrying Energy Ball for the Froakie switch, carrying Fire Blast for the Chikorita, the Deerling, the Alolan Vulpix, carrying HP Fighting to hit the Deerling, to hit the Mincino. Fire Blast also hits the Deerling pretty hard. Hidden Power Fighting also should proc Sturdy on Aaron if it switches, and then I can get out of there. And then Protect just to scout and see what he might try to do to me. So if he brings an Aeron, I Hidden Power Fighting, take it to Sturdy, Berry Juice, it gets back up there. I can hit Protect and see if he's going to Earthquake. And then if I know he's going to Earthquake, I can go into Noibat, who I will talk about here shortly, and take no damage from the Earthquake. And then I can double back into, say, Balam if he tries to do a predicting a Rock-type move to hit Noibat or Firefox. Running with the modest nature, so hitting very hard with a special attack. Raised our special defense to try and take a Froakie Water-type attack. A little bit of HP, and then just dump the rest into speed. And we have Noibat, the Noibat, carrying the choice specs with Frisk. Frisk, so I can see what items we've got on each of the each of the mons, so I kind of know, okay, what I got to deal with, and kind of scout for any Scarfers and that for Balam. Choice specs, just so I hit super, super hard and break through basically his team. Noibat and the Noibat serves as a wall breaker right now. Carrying Heat Wave to deal with the Alolan Vulpix. Hidden Power Ground to deal with the Litten, the Mareep, and the Aeron. Carrying Air Slash for Chikorita and Deerling. And finally Tailwind, because of how fast the Slurpuff's team is compared to how fast my team is. Having Tailwind up to gain a bit of a speed advantage would be very, very good. Granted, I am specs, so if I Tailwind, I immediately have to get out of there. So it's a situation where if I'm sitting there with Noibat and I know Vulpix is coming out against me, I just Tailwind and then back out into basically anything, really, that can face off against Ninetales. Running with the 200 in the speed stat to get me to 14. I don't outspeed anything except Aeron on his team. His team's just that fast that Noibat doesn't outspeed. Max special attack, modest nature, and then a little bit in HP to try and survive a hit, maybe. But really, this is a very much a glass cannon for me this week. We have Donphan, the Dawn, making his first appearance this season. So he's got a Rock Steel type, I've got a Rock Steel type. Both have Sturdy. So Donphan with Sturdy, Berry Juice, prop, get me a free Sturdy, hit back again. Carrying Metal Burst, Rock Slide, Earthquake, and Rock Polish. If I Rock Polish against, like, say I'm sitting in front of the Starly is obviously going to switch. Best bet to guess is probably switches into Froakie or Mincino with multi-hit. That way it breaks my Sturdy. But I can Rock Polish and get my speed up. Metal Burst is very, very clutch because if he brings something like Deerling with double kick or a fighting type move, or Froakie with a OHKO water move. Froakie's also a Z captain, so he could bring like Hydro Pump, Water Z Hydro Pump or something, to try and just break through something on my team, because it'll be super fast anyways. Metal Burst hits back for 1.5 times the damage, so if I get hit all the way down to Sturdy, then I basically OHKO whatever hit me. Earthquake to deal with the Aeron, to deal with the Litten, and to deal with the Mareep. And yeah, running a very physical Adamant shield on. Basically maxed out the speed as best as we could. Rock Polish would take me to 18, which would allow me to outspeed everything except the Deerling and the Mincino. And then put a bunch of bulk into the Spadef. That way, if Froakie were to come special and try to hit me, I could survive a hit from a special Froakie. Finally, rounding it off, I got Munchies, the Munchlax, carrying Normalium Z and Thick Fat. Thick Fat just so I don't take super big damage from fire and ice type moves. There's no point running pickup ever, and Gluttony doesn't help me here because I'm not holding a berry. We are Z metronoming it this week. Again, I said this was a fun league, so when I drafted Munchlax and realized, oh, it gets metronome, I made it my... Sorry, I'm sliding over here. Made it my Z captain just so I could bring Z metronome a couple times, just for fun. So hopefully I Z metronome something that I actually need. Like, give me Z metronome V create and just make it a super, super big Inferno Overdrive. It'll kill something. Fire Punch to deal with the grass types and the Aeron, even though it's a neutral hit, plus it can deal with the Vulpix that may try to set up. Pursuit to prevent switching, do big damage to anything that tries to switch out, and then Return just to hit super, super hard. Munchlax, really, I just brought for the Z Metronome, and I needed a 6th Mon. I felt like I had everything else covered pretty well. I didn't want to bring Cranidos for 2 rock types. I didn't want to bring Execute. Execute didn't really do much in this match, even with Chlorophyll. Too many grass types for me to bring Barboach because I was scared of getting... That thing literally dies to any grass type move. That's the only thing that kills it. Golett just didn't really seem like a good play either. So that's what we are going to run with this week. Hopefully we can bounce back and pick up a W. Both Griffin and I lost week 1, both -5, so we're currently tied for last in the league. But yeah, if I get another loss, then okay, we just bounce back and keep learning. Little Cup is just for fun. So thank you guys for watching. Griffin stuff will be in the bottom. Match will go up tomorrow. And definitely check it all out. See ya.